Hari Om Tat Sat. If you would like to learn to meditate, then it is helpful to know the science behind the practice, because then you can understand what is happening within the mind and which practices actually help you to meditate. Because the idea that one sits down, closes their eyes, stills the mind, and meditates is the end result, not the beginning. There are preliminary practices which enable us to reach that goal. To begin, we need to understand meditation and how we experience consciousness. There are 3 states of mind in which we all operate: the conscious, subconscious, and unconscious. And we experience these 3 states as wakeful, dreaming, and deep sleep. When we are awake, we are aware and in control. Hence, it is called the conscious state. When we are dreaming, the awareness slips in and out. Sometimes we are aware of our dreams, sometimes we are not. This is the subconscious state. Then in deep sleep, the mind is active, but we are no longer aware of that activity. This is the unconscious state. So, waking, conscious; dreaming, subconscious; deep sleep, unconscious. Together, these 3 states make up 100% of our consciousness, 100% of the mind's power and potential. The consciousness makes up 10%. The sub and unconscious make up 90%. That means that when we are awake and functioning, we are accessing 10% of the mind's power and potential. The other 90% otherwise remains untapped. It is there functioning, but we are not able to keep our awareness as it functions and control its energy. A good way to understand this is, are you able to control your dreams when the subconscious is functioning? Or are you aware of your thoughts during deep sleep when you are no longer even dreaming? This is the journey of meditation, to expand our awareness past that 10% and begin to tap in to this 90% force within. And what is that 90% force? Ultimately, the power of the mind is limitless. But to begin with, it's where your willpower and drive is. It's where your creative power is, where your ability to heal the body lies. It is where your intuition and psychic ability lie. And all of these enable us to make the right choices in life, to reach our goals and be successful, to live healthier and happier, more balanced and peaceful lives. So how do we access this 90% power and potential? For this, we need to understand brain waves. Each state of mind is associated with specific brain waves. When we are conscious in our wakeful state and we are thinking and analyzing and communicating, there is beta wave activity within the mind. The beta wave is the wave of the conscious mind. When we are deeply relaxed, there is an alpha wave. When we are dreaming, a theta wave. Alpha and theta are the waves of the subconscious. Then, during deep sleep, there is a delta wave. Delta is the wave of the unconscious. So, beta, alpha, theta, delta. You can think of these waves as a journey into the deeper consciousness. We begin with a beta wave as we close our eyes, and then as we enter into deep relaxation, the alpha wave takes us into the subconscious, once we settle and stabilize there, the theta wave gives us access to its power and potential. This is the destination of meditation, the theta wave. Then the delta wave takes you even further and deeper into the unconscious. So beta, alpha, theta, delta. And each of these waves operates within a certain frequency of energy that ranges from 30 to 1 hertz. The beta wave operates from 30 to 15 hertz. Alpha, 14 to 9. Theta, 8 to 4. Delta, 3 to 1. So you see, as the frequency of energy lowers, the brain waves shift. So what's causing the energy within the mind to speed up and slow down? The yogic sciences call this energy within the mind vritti. Vritti it means wave within the mind. And these waves are caused by our thought. Vritti is a thought. The more thoughts we have, the more waves, the higher the frequency. The less thoughts, the less waves, the lower the frequency. So this means in order to access this subconscious force, you need to slow down the brain waves, which means you need to slow down your thoughts. This is the primary intention of yoga. Sage Patanjali describes yoga in the science of Raja Yoga that yoga is chitta, vritti, nirodha. Chitta means mind, vritti means thought, nirodha means to quiet. Yoga is to quiet the thoughts in the mind, to slow them down. It is the ultimate goal of all yoga practice, the ultimate goal of meditation practice, to still the mind and access supreme consciousness. So how do we do that? How do we still our thoughts? The mind operates under the law of continuity. That means thought, counter thought, thought, counter thought. The average mind has 70,000 thoughts within a day. How do we control that? By giving it direction. We give the mind something to focus on. When we are focused, there are less thoughts. When there are less thoughts, there are less waves. The frequency lowers, the brain waves shift. This is the beginning of the journey. In the yogic sciences, they outline that it is the first step, concentration, which is called dharana. We do dharana practices, concentration practices. Then, as you continue in these concentration practices and you are able to hold that focus for longer durations of time, eventually, with practice, that focus has moments where it becomes one-pointed. And that is when you experience meditation. Meditation is the culmination of deep, one-pointed focus. It's outlined in the science of Raja Yoga. First step is dharana, concentration, which leads you to experience dhyana, meditation. Dharana, dhyana, concentration, meditation. They are the 6th and 7th limb on the path of Raja Yoga. So if you want to meditate, if you want to access this power and potential within, then you need to slow down the brain waves, which means you need to slow down your thoughts. And we do this through dharana, concentration practices, which enable us to experience meditation. This introduction on the science of meditation begins the Inspire Living Meditation series, where Yogi and I will take you through several dharana practices to help you to meditate. We very much look forward to taking this meditation journey with you. May your daily spiritual practice be blessed. Hari Om Tat Sat.